bubble party, bubble party, drunk at the bubble party. Getting squeaky clean while I'm drinking something. People, it's a bubble party.
Hello, lovers.
Welcome to Bubble Party.
Welcome. Sorry.
I'm Izzy Amile.
And I am Eric. And, well, we've already welcomed you to Bubble Party, so it would be redundant to welcome you again. But this is our second episode. I'm pretty happy about it.
I'm very excited about this episode.
You know, we've already got great critical response about whether or not this is a joke.
What kind of bubbles are we using exactly? How are they made? Where did they come from?
These are all good questions. We'll get to them soon, though. You know, the first thing that we need to get to, Isamile.
I think we need to introduce the wine that we're going to have this evening.
Yes, because this...
Clearly not the wine we're having
Not
this
the
evening.
wine. Tonight, we will be drinking Garcia Austin. To be honest, I really know jack shit about this wine.
I know
And
even less.
I'm a little bit confused by it because, I mean, viewers, if you see my sweet lovers, there appears to be what is a Swiss crest.
It's confusing because I thought it was Italian.
Well, that's the thing. It's an Asti. So
You know,
why
The
would
Italians and the Swiss, they have a good friendship.
Hey.
They border.
in Lombardia, in Piemonte, in Alto Adige?
My goodness.
Hey, sorry.
It's a bubble party, folks.
All right. Well, let's start pouring ourselves.
Hold on a second. I think we've neglected something very important. And
We have a very special guest. Let me introduce our special guest for the evening, who has brought the bubbles for us, Miss Katy.
Oh my gosh, hey guys, thank you for having me.
would you hold this?
Ah,
We will pour you some
So
wine.
today, as you can see,
Hold
I
on.
bought a
Wait,
Hold
hold
on,
on.
hold on.
Let's enjoy.
we need to get you a good glass of the Gancia.
Here.
Oh my gosh, I appreciate your
You're
guys'
very welcome.
concern.
And
Let's-
can we have a nice
Yeah.
cheer? Lovers,
Lovers?
if you will, let us toast to bubbles and bubbles.
Mm.
Delectable.
Mm.
A little sweet
Delicious.
for my liking, but we'll get to that later.
Mango-y.
Katie, what have you brought for us today?
Yeah, what have you brought for us as far as bubbles go?
You made a hold this for you?
Do you mind?
I don't.
So today I brought a very nice selection of Shea Moisture, established in 1912.
1912.
Super
Classic.
fruit complex, bubble bath, and body wash. So not only are we enjoying this, but we're also getting clean.
Important, you know.
Let-
I-
let-
So
I
we'll
just-
just get a little taste before we get the bubblers going.
Ideal. I think that's great.
and
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I believe at this point the bubbles have, well,
They've started.
lovers, they've begun.
And if you look behind me, you'll see there.
Our very trusty,
Patented.
Very
absolutely
patented.
scientifically,
Well, patent pending at least.
scientifically proven, though. Let's be
You
honest.
know,
Probably pretty close
Look,
to the accuracy.
the papers have still yet to be published, but I feel fairly confident about the nature of the bubble ruler and how it's going to be proven to be true. You know, these bubbles may seem slow on the rise, viewers, namely due to, well, we had a fairly low water level.
We want to enjoy this even longer.
Yeah.
As I hope that you're also enjoying whatever you're doing.
Because I don't know if you can tell, except we made the assumption, Isamile and I, that we'd have a regular size guest, but
Katie is minute.
and we look like giants right now.
She's basically a Lilliputian. And
Like I look like I could eat you. in the frame.
I don't think we.
But look how these bubbles are rising quite nicely. They're
No,
very,
they are.
They're very. What's the word to describe these bubbles? They're not. They're very effervescent. They're not. They're kind of soupy.
They're very succulent.
They're soupy
Ooh.
and succulent.
I think we all got a little
Cheers.
bubbles.
Cheers to the
Cheers.
succulents.
To the succulents. Hey, speaking of succulents, let's speak of this
Tell me.
line.
Oh yes, let's.
Mm.
You mentioned how it was a tit sweet.
It's a little sweet for me. Last week's was a little bit more up my alley because it wasn't as. It wasn't a succulent.
It was a secco.
It was a secco. This does taste mango-y, as you said earlier, which I
Yeah.
enjoy.
And the
From a-
bubbles, I don't think you can see this, but it's not a lot of bubbles. It's just a few
It's
going on.
subtle,
Not
subtle
as
bubbles.
well as the
But
other
it's-
champagne.
It's enough to really give
How-
you.
Go ahead. Sorry. I was just going to ask, how do you feel about the pairing of these bubbles with these bubbles? Because I think that's a very important factor. These
Well-
are very light.
Lovers, it seems these bubbles are on the rise, and yet are
And in the air.
unlike the previous bubbles we've had, they seem much more prone to gravity.
They're soupy, right?
Yeah, no, they have an outright soupy
They're
quality.
soupy.
I don't know if that's a bad thing, though.
It's not bad. I think
I
it's
kind of enjoy it.
it's comforting. On a cold night, you want a good hearty bubble. You don't want like a flighty, summery
But that's
bubble.
the thing. Like, on a good hearty night, I may want some soup.
Exactly.
Or some stew.
Stewing in the
Even
bubbles.
thicker.
I just had a little bit of bubbles come up my throat.
How did that feel?
Delightful. It was good. Well,
It's not rising very quickly though. I think that it's
It's nice. It gives us a lot of time to enjoy this moment.
that
with
is
our
very true.
viewers.
Cheers. Cheers, lovers.
Cheers.
If you look at the bubble ruler, we have not actually hit 7 bubble yet, which is our standard level of bubble. Remember, lovers, that is our standard. And this shea butter concoction may not.
It's a complex.
It could take some
Totally.
time.
It's a complex.
It could be a very slow and steady bubble, which is
But
unexpected.
at the end of the day, I think that
What do you think?
I've stopped thinking.
Donne-moi ta main et prends la mienne. La cloche a sonné, ça signifie la rue est à nous, que la joie vienne. Mais oui, l'école est finie.
This is more soapy. No,
Either
we
way.
should not pull the drain.
Why? I think we should.
No! We have not reached a point of drain pullage. That's my butt. That is my butt.
Nous irons danser, ce soir peut-être, ou bien